Hello and welcome, fellow captains. My name is Phoenix, and we are going to be talking about the T6 Tactical Odyssey Star Cruiser, or the Endeavour class. Alright, so looking over the bridge officers here, we have a Lieutenant Commander Tactical, a Commander Engineering, a Lieutenant Science, an Ensign Universal Station, and a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Command Station. For consoles, we have 4 Engineering, 4 Tactical, and 3 Science. For weapons, we have 4 in the front and 4 in the aft, a base hull of 64,125, shield modifier of 1.15, base turn rate of 6, 4 device slots. You also get plus 10 to weapon power and 5 to shield and auxiliary power. For the Universal Console, you get the flagship tactical computer. For the Starship Mastery, you get absorptive plating, rapid repairs, enhanced hull plating, armored hull, and supercharged weapons. And you get the 4 cruiser communications array, which are strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulation, weapon system efficiency, and attract fire. So starting off with the Starship Mastery here, we have at Tier 1 absorptive hull plating, which gives us plus 25 physical and kinetic damage resistance rating. At Tier 2 we have rapid repairs, which regenerates 1,229.5 hull, or 1.25% of your current max, every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. At Tier 3, enhanced hull plating, plus 25 to energy and radiation damage resistance rating. At Tier 4, we have armored hull, which gives us plus 10% hull hit points. And finally, at Tier 5, you get the Starship Mastery supercharged weapons. Firing a torpedo grants 1 stack of the supercharged buff. Supercharged stacks up to 3 times. Directed energy weapons gain plus 10% damage for 20 seconds, plus 1.5% critical chance for 20 seconds, and plus 6.6% critical severity for 20 seconds. Okay, looking at my weapons here, for the 4 weapons, I have 3 Advanced Fleet Anti-Proton Beam Arrays with the Crystalline Energy Torpedo Launcher. For my deflector, I have the Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector. For the Impulse, the Prevailing Intervented Impulse Engines. For Warp Core, I have the Elite Fleet Isolated Protomatter Warp Core. For shields, I have the Elite Fleet Channeling Core Variant Shields. For my aft weapons, I have an Advanced Fleet Anti-Proton Beam Array, plus Kinetic Beam, Ancient Omnidirectional Beam Array, and Omnidirectional Anti-Proton Beam Array. For devices, I have Red Matter Capacitor, Subspace Field Modulation, Beacon of Kalis, and Temporal Negotiator. For my engineering consoles, I have the Domino console, the Conductive RCS Accelerator, Assimilated Module. For science, I have the Tachyokinetic Converter, Bioneural Infusion Circuits, 0-point energy conduit, and then for the tactical consoles, I have 4 vulnerability locators with the anti-proton modifier. So this is the flagship tactical computer, so I get plus 19% directed energy damage as a passive ability. When activated, it does firing cycle rate, turn rate, and flight speed. So prevents the target from using or being affected by fleet weapon acceleration for 60 seconds. Plus 50% flight speed for, strength for 15 seconds. Plus 50% turn rate strength for 15 seconds. 33% firing cycle haste for energy weapons for 15 seconds, and there is a 2-minute recharge time. Okay, so here is my skill set, mostly tactical with mostly engineering and a little bit of science backing. For my traits, I have Beam Barrage, Beam Training, Crippling Fire, Operative, Innocuous, Accurate, Fleet Coordinator, Elusive, and Last Ditch Effort. For my Starship traits, I have Emergency Weapon Cycle, Honored Dead, Redirecting Arrays, and the Supercharged Weapons. For my Space Reputation, I have Precision, Magnified Firepower, Counterstroke, and Advanced Targeting Systems. Finally, for my stations here, for my Commander Engineering, I have Emergency Power to Shields 1, Engineering Team 2, Emergency Power Weapons 3, and Directed Energy Module, or Modulation I should say. For the Lieutenant Commander Tactical, I have Torpedo Spread 1, Attack Pattern Beta, and Fire at Will 3. For my Lieutenant Science, Jam Targeting Sensors 1, Tachyon Beam 2. For the Ensign Universal, I threw in a Tactical for Chemo Lace Weaponry. And then I have for my Lieutenant Commander Universal / Command is a Science backing with no command abilities, which gives me Hazard Emitters 1, Science Team 2, and Gravity Well 1. Alrighty. So I'm going to give a boost to firepower here. So I can control that. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Did knock up my shields just a little bit, but not too much. Oops. I accidentally knocked out my impulse for a second there. We need to get this transformed down. There we go. Everything else is secondary. Ooh, someone's got some mega stuff going there. Ooh, no. You're not supposed to fire at that. Didn't have to worry about using my gravity well here. I'll use my gravity well right there, and then I will attempt to take down the transformer. I also get a boost, a speed boost, whenever I activate Attack Pattern Beta. A huge speed boost. I'll activate the flagship ability once we destroy the gateway, and then we are on to the tactical cube. Tell it just to forget us for now. Oh, apparently we're going to be attacking the cube anyways. Sometimes that's a drawback with Fire at Will. There it goes. Done. Alright, so there we go. We're going to activate the ability here. And so, hopefully we're just going to do... Looks like we're doing a little bit of extra damage, I think. Our firing cycle haste is much appreciated. We just increase all our power abilities. Nice. There we go. That was very nicely done. My final thoughts on this ship is comparing it to the other two, the science and the operations. I think this one is more well balanced than the operations one is, due to the fact that the console slots, you have 4 engineering and 4 tactical and 3 science. That seems to be a nice breakdown of how things are. The other thing is the bridge officer stations. You have the lieutenant commander tactical, and so that does help immensely if you are DPSing like I am on this character. because then you have the Ensign Universal and the Lieutenant Commander Universal to sort of balance out anything else that you may need or want to work on. And surprisingly enough, I didn't have to worry too much about my hull because I didn't really get damaged too much, and I was doing quite a bit of DPSing. And normally this character, if I'm in an escort, I'm pretty squishy, and I didn't really have any issues with speed or anything like that. Maybe due to the fact that when I enable my attack pattern beta, I get a speed boost, so that is most definitely very beneficial for me. So very well balanced ship. I enjoy it immensely. That has concluded today's video, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have this ship? Do you have the bundle? Which ship do you particularly enjoy? Do you like this one or the other two? Let me know your answers and any questions you have down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching. Live long and prosper, and I'll see you out there.